Yo, what up, Wolfpack? This the Blind Wolf. We back at it again. I'd like to thank everybody that subscribe, like, share, comment on these videos. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. All right, come on, Wolfpack. Let's go on this journey. Y'all know I lost my eyesight July 7, 2007 while I was in prison. And I went through a lot of things in prison while losing my eyesight. So, mind you, when I take y'all through these stories, I'm going through these stories as a person that can barely see some of this stuff. You know, I'm missing a lot of things, but the stuff that I actually witnessed and I noticed, I'm telling y'all. All right. One night, me and my bunk buddy, we out for rec and everybody down on the flats doing their thing, whatever. We finish our night down there on the flats, and then we just so happen to go lock in for the night. They do their night count, everything transpires throughout the night, the little comic strip, everybody laughing and joking throughout the bars and all this stuff. And then, dudes eventually start falling asleep. And then we wake up in the morning for breakfast. Some people stay up all night long. I actually went to sleep at night. So I went to sleep, wake up my normal time. It's about time to get ready, had breakfast. And I jump up, I'm getting my stuff on because I'm hearing the keys. So jumping up, throwing my stuff on. I threw my DOC jacket on. So as soon as I throw my DOC jacket on, the CO come walking down the tier. And as she come walking down the tier, now, like I told y'all over the penitentiary in Baltimore City, when they walk in those blocks, they have to individually unlock each cell. So she come and she unlocked the cell, and I go and I grab the bars, and by the time I grab the bars, she already at the next cell, and that's how they move. They popping and moving, popping and moving, popping. They not getting ready to stand there to make sure that your door open and none of that stuff. Because sometimes you might not be ready to walk directly out. But fortunately, I was. I grabbed for the bars. I wanted to yank the door. The door wouldn't open. The door wouldn't. I'm like, ACO, you ain't unlock us. So she yelled back down and said, when I come back down, I'll unlock y'all. When I lock the cells back, I'll let y'all out so y'all can go ahead and go. So I'm like, man, all right. I ain't really sweating it, but we kind of like gonna be a little late going over there, but we'll be able to get over there. So she come back down the tier, she go to unlock the cell again. I yank it. It's still not doing nothing. So she tried again. I yank it. It's still not doing nothing. Now I'm getting nervous. Why these keys not working? So I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, man, let me up out of here, man. Get me out of here. So I'm starting to get like, I'm getting nervous for real because I'm literally locked in the cell. They can't even get me out. And I'm not no, a superhuman strength dude that I can knock no cell doors off. I can't do nothing like that. So I'm stuck in this joint. Man, I'm yanking, and you can hear it wanting to click, but it's stuck. Like it's stuck. So eventually everybody else they start howling and screaming. The first two cells was B251 and B250. I slept B251. B250 is right next to me, and then as you go up, third floor, floor four, fifth floor, that's 351, 451, 551, and so forth and so on. Man, all of us locked in our cells. The first two cells on the block, B251 on up, 250 on down. On up. All us locked in ourselves. So I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, this crazy. So now everybody else, they coming back over to the blocks, but they not letting them in their cell. They telling them to stay out in the yard. So I'm like, man, what the heck is going on up here? Like, this crazy. Because, like, we got these particular cells, and we've been locked in since breakfast. It's going on 9, 10 o'clock, and they got professional welders coming into the block. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, what, man? By this time, I ain't gonna front. I'm paranoid. I got all my stuff packed up. I'm thinking to myself like, as soon as they pop these doors open, I'm taking all my stuff about it. I'm not going back in there. I'm not going back in there. So they finally come and the welders come up there and they get to cutting the door. And mind you, they had to cut the metal. And when this heavy door dropped, boom, it hit the floor. I said, good God Almighty. Now, mind you, they had to cut my cell open, 351, 350, 451, 450, 551, 550, and 250 as well. They had to cut all of these cell doors open. And this took a minute. So by the time we kind of like getting up out of our cells, I'm finding out what's actually going on. The building is actually shifting. It's sinking. The penitentiary is smashing together. So those first two cells that we was in could have crushed. They could have straight crushed with me in them, with these other people in them. Like, man, my heart beating so fast because I'm thinking about like what type of torture that could have been. Like this is the lifestyle that you live and going inside of some of these penitentiaries because they don't upkeep the buildings. They don't keep none of this stuff up. The fact that you live in around rats, pigeons, all types of bugs and stuff, they not keeping nothing up. The maintenance is inmates. Inmates who don't mind sweeping and mopping the tear and maybe coming and fixing your sink or your toilet. They ain't got no contractors in there making sure that the building is safe and all this stuff. This is one of the scariest things that I've ever gone through. Now mind you, when I found out that the building was shifting, I was still inside of my cell. I was still inside of this metal box that could have crushed with me and my bunk buddy. But mind you, at the time, I got all my stuff packed up. I got 3 net bags filled up. I done took my sheets. I made them in the luggage bags. I got my mattress and all that stuff rolled up. Yeah, I'm ready to go. As soon as them doors pop open, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Me and my bunk buddy, we took all our stuff out of our cell. We went down on the flats, laid our stuff out on them tables and stuff. And the CO was like, I don't know why y'all brought all that stuff back out there. Out y'all cell, y'all going right back up in there. I'm like, man, I'm not going back up in nothing. Y'all gonna have to lock me up for real. Y'all gonna have to lock me up. Y'all gotta do what y'all got to do right now because I'm not going back up in there. They like, look, take your stuff on up in the cell. They got the door fixed. Man, I'm not going in there. I ain't going in there. Y'all talking about the building shifting? I was just smashed up in there. Y'all had to cut me up. I'm not going back up in there. Is you crazy? So eventually it got to the point where Captain come over there, get to talking to me and a few of the other people, and they moved us over Metro. They moved me over to Metro building. I was not going back up in there. I was willing to go to war with all of them at this point in time because I'm thinking to myself, like, y'all really don't care nothing about my life. I literally was just in a box that could have smashed with me in it. And you think I'm getting ready to go back in there? Is you crazy? You better trick somebody else to go up in there. And I don't want that for nobody. Because I surely don't want that for myself. But you're not getting ready to get me to go back up in there. And this is what you have to look forward to, the unexpected. You got nothing but the unexpected to look forward to. And guess what? You put yourself there. I put myself in a position to be terrified like this. Now, mind you, I done had guns pulled on me. I done been shot. I done been stabbed. I done been hit with all kinds of stuff. I done been banked by all kinds of dudes. Had my jaw broke on both. Man, you talking about a building smashing on top of me? Is you crazy? I could take a fight. I could take a fight. That's something that I've been through all my life. But a building smashing on you, man, you can't prepare for that. You can't set your mind up for, all right, how I'm going to position myself. Man, you can't do none of that. Everything done. Everything done. You pancake. Yeah, this is what I had to deal with over the penitentiary. Poor structure. The building literally was falling apart on us. It literally was falling apart, and they still had us in these cells. The day went on. Them other people, I don't understand them, but they went back into themselves. When I found out that the building, which I was determined, man, y'all wanted to do something else with me. C-block me, send me to Supermax, send me to a whole nother. I don't care what you do with me, but I'm not going back in that cell. Not going back in that cell. And one of the best things that happened to me was getting up out of that cell and going over to Metro, because it was a little more wide open. At this point in time, I could actually, I had skates in the penitentiary. Skates, that basically mean like I can go anywhere I want to go at. I got a little seniority, you know, some of the COs, they rock with me here and there, and you know, they let me just go where I want to go. And I ain't talking to them. I ain't doing nothing with them. But this how it was over the penitentiary. They ain't really care. They ain't really care. You could have been going to go hit somebody. You just be like, hey, I want to get over there to B block. Go ahead. Yeah. It's your life. It's your life. Anything can happen at any given time. Trust me, I know. Enough to have me to the point where I can't stand being in those small areas no more. The penitentiary will do these things. It will make you claustrophobic. It will make you insane because of the situations that you're constantly in, and you don't know when this stuff is going to happen. You don't know when this stuff going to happen, and you don't know what's going to happen. It's an unpredictable place. You're in an unpredictable environment all the time. All the time. Now, mind you, you got to take into consideration, these COs don't know how to weld. They don't go to school for that type of stuff. Some of them barely even went to school. That's why they got CO jobs. But at the end of the day, you are supposed to be secured and assisted by these people, and they couldn't even get me up out my cell. They had to call for contractors to get me and the rest of these men from up out of these cells. And who's to say what could have happened? I think a lot of it, nothing worse than what did happen happened, but hey, look at what could happen. Y'all remember what I tell y'all about them 5 Ps? Properly plan for your life. When you properly planning for your life, you're not going to be in these unpredictable situations where you just don't know what's going to happen. You just don't know what's going to happen, because your life don't have to be ended by a convict, an inmate, a CO, sickness. I literally was in a building that was about to smash on top of me. This can happen inside of these penitentiary walls. That's how much they even care about the structure of these buildings. Keep your mind on what I tell y'all on a regular basis. Being that gangster for your family. Work hard. Make a difference inside that household. Stay in that household. That way you won't be in these unpredictable situations and you don't know how your life could be affected. Y'all be strong out there, and remember, this coming from the wolf. Big love. I like to say thanks to my man Jay Hardcore. Big shout out to you, big homie. I appreciate all your help and all your assistance. And I like to thank everybody that subscribed. I'm up to 50 now. We about to start doing these live videos. I got some other blind people that's going to be coming up telling horrific life changes. Horrific life changes, you know, just from going from being sighted to blind. So y'all stay tuned. Prepare for the best. The wolf coming. The wolf. The wolf. Wolf.